Many years ago, I made a video detailing my experience at Mount Olympus, my first roller coaster experience ever. And today, I'm going to try remaking that video now that I've got a little bit more YouTube experience. So I walk into Mount Olympus, my first amusement park. This is gonna be an experience like no other. Actually, I don't think this was my first amusement park, but Mount Olympus is very fun, and I do recommend going there. So, my family walks in, and we're looking at all the cool stuff, and my dad says, "Look, guys, a roller coaster. You guys have never been on one, so why don't we give it a shot?" And this roller coaster is called the Zeus. Quite a grand title, the god of lightning. Is this a big roller coaster? Not in the grand scheme of roller coasters. It's a pretty average roller coaster. Not really small, but not grand either. It's just an average roller coaster. But I've never been on a roller coaster before, and this thing looks pretty dangerous. I mean, my mom's never been on a roller coaster, and she's perfectly fine. So, I mean, I'd like to stay perfectly fine like that. Like, I'm content without a roller coaster. My mom has made it very clear that the average person dies on a roller coaster. Not really. But you know in the Hunger Games when they say, "May the odds be ever in your favor," and you know they're not? That's kind of how roller coasters felt to me at that time. So after a wee bit of convincing, me, my brother, two cousins, and my aunt all step on into the death machine, just ready to face the roller coaster. And then my cousin decides to drop just the most beautiful piece of knowledge. A story of a man who did not buckle up on a roller coaster with a loop-de-loop. Thank you for bringing up this information now. That is just the story I needed to hear as I'm riding up the roller coaster, holding on, starting to really just grasp what I'm getting myself into. Not a big roller coaster, an average roller coaster. This average roller coaster in the moment was hard to believe it was average for me. Like, this is the medium of the roller coasters at this park. This is the medium. Oh no. So it slowly escalates, just like just to the crescendo, and then it drops. It drops. And like just that moment at the very top, I'm looking down thinking, it looks so much lower from the ground. I guess that's how perception works. And that drop, I knew roller coasters were fast. I was aware of that would be an element of the roller coaster, but I just was not mentally prepared for the force when that thing went down. It was just boom, and then like slams you back in your seat, and I'm just like completely pressed, and with every turn I get slammed to the side. I'm gonna grab my hat. I get slammed to the side every single turn, and it's rickety the whole time. Like, this is such a rickety ride. It's like shaking me up, and I feel like my lungs are filled with shards of glass. I thought I was going to die. And after a while of enduring just those sharp pains, you realize, hey, I'm no longer 100 feet in the air. I've dropped 100 feet, and you can't even take any comfort in your new, more comfortable elevation because your aunt in the cart right behind you is screaming at the top of her lungs. I did not know a human could scream that loudly. Out of my 4 younger siblings, I hear a lot of crying, but that was loud. And the entire time, like, this is hard enough experience your first roller coaster. Stop screaming! But no, I can't say that because the air gets sucked out by the speed of the roller coaster, but somehow she can scream louder than the roller coaster. Such impressive ability. And the entire time, I'm just remembering what my dad told me. You will be fine. You will be okay in the end. Thank you for that comfort, but I don't feel okay. So while I'm coming to terms with the fact that a roller coaster is everything I feared it would be, I am faced with a very important decision. What to do with my hands. Because I have 3 options. I could either plug my ears because it's really loud and my aunt screaming behind me, or I could hold on to the bar just to feel safe, you know, like that. Or I could try to hold my chest into place because shards of glass, ricketiness. And I'm trying to do all 3 at once. Like, I'm like, okay, I can hold my chest in, plug my ears, grab the rail like that. You can't do all 3. It doesn't work. I'm trying to in desperation because I had no idea what I was in for, but I'm trying. I'm just trying to survive this. And then I see, there it is, the glorious end. The roller coaster turns into the station, and as we're zooming by, it goes, zzz, nope, right in the other direction onto a whole nother segment. Then it goes into the station. Like, why would you gotta give me false hope like that? So the whole time, I'm just thinking, please be over. Is this done yet? Is this done yet? And then we pull into the station. My brother, he's in tears behind me. And I'm just thinking, this has to be the worst of it. This is like the most wild, just crazy experience I've ever had. No, this is just the Zeus. This is like, I think the third rank as far as like extreme roller coasters in Mount Olympus. So there's like two worse than this. I couldn't fathom anything like more horrible than just that initial first experience. And the whole experience for me, in a nutshell, is kind of like a migraine. Like, it's not something you can just get rid of, turn off if it's making you uncomfortable. You have to just ride it out and wait for it to be done. And that's like what a roller coaster was. I literally had to just ride it out, wait for the ride to finish. And after I got off, I'm like, so that was the worst of it. And then my cousin's like, nope, there's the Hades 360. It's even worse than this. And it's got loop-de-loops. Thank goodness the one I was on did not have loop-de-loops. I was not ready for that. And at the end of the day, after we did a lot more fun rides, my dad went on the Hades 360 and offered me and my brother $200 to ride with him. And I said, no, I'm not dying today. Okay, that was the end of my recreation of my old video. I kind of changed it up a little bit just to fit like with my normal style, to see like how I would recreate it if I decided to make that video now, which I'm doing. And at the end of the day, I actually do like roller coasters quite a bit more now. When I initially made that video, it was more of my negative opinions just because like the overwhelmingness of a roller coaster was still fresh in my mind. But nowadays, I'm a lot more open to roller coasters. I like roller coasters quite a bit now. I've even done one with a loop-de-loop. I mean, I'm still kind of scared of them, but like, I enjoy them. That video kind of seemed a little negative toward roller coasters. I like roller coasters. Anyway, this is just a more modern take on how I would do storytelling. If you would be interested in seeing more content like that, please let me know in the comments. Please like and subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you for watching this video. Have a good day.